welcome to CNBC TV 18 and Salesforce present Bharat Trailblazers, and I'm your host Ruchira Sharma. Currently, India is the 5th largest economy of the world, and it is soon expected to become the 3rd largest economy. In fact, as per experts, this is going to happen by the year 2028. India is being hailed as an emerging superpower, and why not? Because it boasts of a young demographic, diverse market opportunities, and a rapidly developing economy. But at the core of India's growth story are small and medium businesses. Currently, there are more than 6 crore SMEs and 100 plus unicorn startups in the country that are fueling the growth of the nation. These are primary engines of economic progress and are fueling job creation, innovation and investments. So today on this show, we will focus on such organizations that have been leaders, innovators and trailblazers. We will understand the challenges that they face and also decode how they are overcoming these challenges by deploying technology and their plans for the future. Today on the show, I'm joined by Ms. Madhumita Agrawal, co-founder and CEO, Oben Electric. Oben Electric is an electric two-wheeler company that has been a trailblazer in many ways, a research and development-driven organization into designing, developing and manufacturing electric motorcycles in-house along with critical EV components. So thank you, Madhumita. It's a great pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you so much for having me here, and it's a great opportunity. Yes, India is at the realm of, innovation, entrepreneurship, and a lot of startups making big stories and great products. So thank you so much for having me here.
So let's begin with the background here. Founded in August 2022 by IIT and IIM alums headquartered in Bengaluru. This electric vehicle company has been a trailblazer in so many ways because within 15 days of the launch, you received 15,000 bookings. You were overbooked by 25,000 for the entire year, and you've just made your first delivery in July, right as we speak. So tell me about your journey, because there's some remarkable milestones here.
Yes, Oben Electric, as the word Oben means at the top. It's a German word. So somewhere we strongly believe, in the innovation and R&D, and that is where companies, in any segment, these companies will differentiate if there is a kind of a R&D focused, focused within the company.
Sure.
So this journey definitely started August 2020, where with a vision to build design, first of all, design in India and develop and manufacture in India for the world, right? So that has been our vision in the company, and we started with grounds up developing, not just designing the product, but also developing our own components, some of the very critical components, because in electric vehicle, what has changed is the entire power system, that is your battery, motor, and there are a lot of electronics component which comes into it, right? So
and it is a nascent ecosystem right now.
Very much. So when you see, it's just not that one company coming up, it's the entire ecosystem has to develop, right? So from very first, our focus was that we have to build the entire stack. Definitely. It cannot be just in silos that you are doing some part of it. And really to bring in the right kind of product, a quality product, you have to kind of have those kind of R&Ds, very specific to the customer, geography, market, and what segment you are targeting. So our journey started with, designing the entire product, developing our own battery, own motor, and entering into motorcycle, which is like, India is the world's largest motorcycle, market, and that's where we saw a huge gap, a big opportunity. Definitely. To kind of come up with a motorcycle, and that's, yes, now the customers have started also driving. As in July we started our deliveries and getting a very good response.
Sure.
Yes, so that's where the journey has just started.
That brings me to my next question. Oben Electric has been an early mover. It's leading the adoption of electric motorcycles in India. So how competitive is the landscape currently, and how are you as an early mover staying ahead of the curve?
See, first of all, innovation and R&D is the core if you want to really be ahead of the game.
Yes.
Second, we are in motorcycles, and we are, as very rightly mentioned, we are having a very big advantage. That's on the, being very few players who are in motorcycle. That gives us an advantage. But what has really kept us apart, or what the consumer is experiencing from Oben Roar, is the experience, because a motorcycle comes with a lot of different kind of attributes. It is driven because there is a performance, there is an experience there, which the consumer is used to driving. Motorcycle, every one of us, even I was a rider, right? Yes. And everyone has been there driving a motorcycle. So
and they're passionate about it.
Yes, passionate. It's about passion. It's a very, very aspirational product. So first, as an organization, our first target was that we have to build a motorcycle first. That is what the consumer has looked up to, and that is what will make him or her shift. Second, what has changed in EV is the refueling experience. How do I charge? What is the charge time? Whether the vehicle, if I want to go for a ride, what is the issue? So the charging ecosystem, charging system, charging solution.
Which is also evolving, and I think again Bengaluru is leading that.
Yes. I think Bengaluru is right now the EV hub, the next EV startup, EV centric automotive hub it's becoming. So the second problem what we see that, or the I would say the R&D problem was for us, that the charging solution. We are one of the, I would say only one right now in two-wheelers who has introduced battery chemistry, and we are the leaders in that. And definitely, that is a very important core in the EV, right? The charging solution and all. And then all of it, you have to bring it, pack it well, design it well, and give it at a competitive pricing. So these are certain things what we have focused, and which has kept us, ahead, and which the consumers are loving it and giving a very, very positive feedback. Yeah.
All right. So could you tell us how are you really leveraging Salesforce as your partner when it comes to your sales cycle, and also streamlining the entire sales process?
Yeah. So as a company, first of all, we very strongly believe that technology is very important to be from being a small organization, small startup to build an organization. And the road is that implementing technology, making your processes better, and which leads to better efficiency.
And so enhances productivity.
Yeah, enhances productivity, right? So the time of working on Excel sheets have gone, right? It's the time when we adapt new tech. A lot of automation which helps us to kind of really grow and scale. Because we are talking about scale, right? We are not talking about any mom and pop shop where, things are different. Things were done on, paper, Excel and all. So that is not. You're talking about being an organization, a global player. So I think Salesforce has definitely helped us, and I think from day one when we started, when we interacted with the customer, when we launched our product, the first customers was onboarded via Salesforce. So this was something from day one we believed that we need a technology to really give us that scale. And I strongly believe any kind of technology, and Salesforce has helped us in kind of scaling up. How do you, kind of from one customer to, handling
scale up to bigger volumes.
Yes. And there are many aspects to it, how in different ways it helps. Yeah.
All right. So, you spoke about sales and the sales cycle. How are you using Salesforce and its solutions to automate marketing or, lead nurturing and make the whole marketing process kind of more effective and impactful? If you could bring in some numbers or share some metrics there.
See, first of all, everything what we are doing for customer, right? So first I feel the interaction with customer, the bridge between the customer, that's built by Salesforce. Internal, I'll talk later how it is being, giving us a kind of help, support in the internal process. But it's the first thing is the customer, right? The kind of interaction or the bridge between the customer we can have. That is very, very important, right? In a very layman, language, I would like to say that everything which we, the product we are developing, or if we want to kind of even let the product be known also. So you need a technology in a, if you want to get it percolated at scale.
Yes.
So I think Salesforce has been instrumental in that, because we thinking about reaching out to millions of people, and that cannot be possible unless until you have a system in place.
Yes.
So that's the first thing. It's a bridge between our customer. That's a very strong bridge, and it's a communication channel between the customer. That's the first thing. Second, internally, how it helps is that there is a lot of data, right? And there is a lot of insights that come in. And how do you manage those data? First is you manage the data.
Right.
And second is how do you get the right kind of insights so that you can improve upon it, right?
All right.
And this all leads to also a very important thing, privacy.
Of course.
Privacy of the data.
Security,
how do you manage,
privacy, yes.
what's the security level? So these systems, like, systems like Salesforce, these help us and make us better. So I think that is how, from the external side, from the customer side, and from internal, in-house, this, the Salesforce has really helped us.
All right. What is a suggestion you'd like to give to other players while they're starting out? Any suggestions from your own learnings?
See, right now, definitely India is at that, point where it is about, India is becoming, the biggest leader in every segment, right? As a startup or as a growing company, first of all, we as a company, or I strongly believe, innovation is very important at every level. It cannot be just what you're developing. It could be in your processes. It could be in every department, rather, I would say. In our case, that not just in technology, what product we are developing to give a better product, we focused on innovation, but it was across, in finance, in sales and marketing. Everywhere we had kind of adopt to technologies and how we can innovate and improve processes, right?
And business outcomes.
Yes. And I think there has to be a budget allocation by the companies, those who are, want to become the global leaders, to invest in technology. That's something is very, very important. Don't put, we can save money, by not just, whether it's HR, you have to have those HR systems in place.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to, in the sales and marketing, for us, the decision of getting into a platform, which is like, which helps us, across channels, right? One platform. That is somewhere, I think, these calls, whether it's finance, whether it is your, all the other functions, these are very, very important support functions, not just your main product streamline. All these support functions have to be also technology enabled, and that is where you can overall grow and become a global leader. This is a sincere and serious advice, that please invest in technology, and it has to be across functions. It's not just limited to your product or what you are selling.
Very interesting point there, Madhumita. Thank you so much, Madhumita, for sharing your learnings, your experiences, and your knowledge. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for joining us, Madhumita.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much.